guys, good evening, welcome. Did you enjoy the show?
Yeah.
It was a good one, I thought. And please welcome your winners, Joe and Jake.
Yeah.
Keep that applause going, come on. Wow. That was pretty crazy, right?
That was insane. That was so good.
I just went, remember we were just going through your phone and I was like, who was the first person to text you? I've never seen anybody with so many messages on their phone. So, you are the winners of Eurovision You Decide. How are you feeling right now?
Do you know what, I don't think I could put into words how I feel.
I was about to say the same thing.
We worked so hard, you know, we really wanted to represent the UK, we really want to win Eurovision, so for us to say that we are the representing the UK is just, it's crazy. You know, it doesn't happen from where I'm from. It's a little place in Wales. It's crazy for me. So happy.
Feels even better knowing that we're the public's choice as well. So
yeah.
That's lovely. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. For those that maybe don't know, if you could tell us a little bit about the origins of the song, and also how you came about working together, because obviously I know that you were both on The Voice separately.
Yeah. Well, we were on separate teams on The Voice. Quite a few people come out recently saying that we're rivals and enemies and hate each other. It's not true. We really we hit it off straight away on The Voice, and we really did become good friends. And once The Voice was over for both of us, we really got to work as a duo and started working on stuff and writing stuff and just constantly trying to clicked.
Yeah,
so it just made perfect sense to work as a duo. And
it's something different as well. I mean, like, you don't see many male duos in the industry at the moment, and we thought, you know, with those two being such close friends, and we just thought it'd work, and thankfully we're here now with you guys, so yeah.
I think it's fair to say, and I think we'd all agree, that everyone on that stage gave it 100% tonight. There were some great performances. Have you got any comments to make on your fellow acts this evening?
Everyone was absolutely incredible. Everyone, as you say, everyone gave it all, and no one's got anything to go away thinking, I could have done more.
It could have gone any way tonight. It could have gone any way,
really,
because everyone was amazing, and you know, we didn't come into this competition thinking, yeah, we're going to win. We came into it thinking we've tried and worked so hard. We want to win. We want to represent the UK. Everyone was so good, but the fact that it's us here is just an incredible feeling.
Was there any rivalry leading up to today, or even on the day? Because
you know what?
Obviously it's just one place, you know.
Not at all. Now, I think we were both expecting something along those lines, but there was absolutely nothing like that. Everyone was absolutely lovely. Such gracious people as well, and you could tell by how people were that they couldn't have been happier for us, because everyone really did respect each other and get on really well.
Why do you think, though, obviously it was a public vote for the first time in 6 years, why do you think your song stood out tonight?
I think it could have stood out for a load of different reasons, really. I mean, obviously everyone's got their own opinion on sorts of music, but you know, it's a pop track. You know, it's upbeat, and that's what we want. We want happiness, and you know, we really want to sing songs in Stockholm with everyone dancing. We want everyone hands in the air. We don't want you know, a
we don't want mellow.
That's what this is the kind of music we want to do in the future. You know, so this is just perfect for us.
The thing is, imagine that crowd tonight, which, I mean, the Eurovision fans are a passionate bunch, and then times that by about 1,000, and that's what you've got when you get to Stockholm. I mean, this is why I love doing Eurovision so much every year, because I don't think you can beat the atmosphere, and you've got it all to come. What was it like?
Not wait for it.
What was it like tonight out on that stage?
It was amazing, absolutely amazing. There was so much energy, and it lifted our performance even more.
Different to doing The Voice?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Obviously, there weren't the 4 big chairs in front of us, so that helped. But the crowd were great. You know, they really made us want to push and try harder, because they were all smiling and really getting involved. So that was really great for us tonight.
Have you got anything to say to those people that did pick up the phone or went online tonight to vote and make your song the winning selection?
Of course.
All sorts.
It means the world to us that everyone picked up the phones and voted for us, and it feels great to know that we're the public's choice going into this competition, because it's so huge. It's great to know that the public has faith in us, so thank you so much for picking up your phones.
Very proud.
Very proud indeed.
What made you think, you know, obviously because you became good friends when you were on the TV show, what made you think, pair up and think, I know, we're going to go for Eurovision?
It was one of them where, you know, we'd been writing and stuff together, and we'd done a couple of gigs, our solo acts, and heard each other's style of voices, and it just clicked. And then, you know, we'd worked with a manager, and we were thinking of different avenues. How can we break as a duo? How can people see that we're a duo and we're not Joe Woolford and Shakeshaft anymore. That was what we were looking for, and we're thinking of different things. And then, you know, this came up. We thought that would be brilliant. You know, massive to represent the UK would be great. And the fact that we've actually got that now, the fact that the public have voted for us is. I know I've said it about 100 times, but it's incredible. It's amazing.
But we'll probably say 100 more.
Yeah, a lot. So you're 20 and 21, right?
Yeah,
Are you right? And have you been fans of Eurovision in the past?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Like I said, I've had Eurovision parties with my family before, and I've sat down, take away a few drinks. It's got to be done. Like I said, we're both massive music fans.
That won't be happening this year because you'll be on.
Yeah.
It won't be happening this year.
Hopefully people will be having parties watching us this year.
They will.
I know that you both were a fan of Mons, who won last year with Heroes. It's a like great Eurovision track. Right?
It's amazing. Track. I mean, obviously getting the chance to see that today was incredible as well, because he's a great performer, and you know, he's got an upbeat dance song, and that's sort of what we'd like to do. So to see someone that's won Eurovision in front of our own eyes was just like, wow, he was brilliant. He was a great singer.
Considering you've put yourselves together as an act, you must have been quite pleased tonight with the comments from the professional panel saying that, you know, you work as a duo and you had good chemistry.
Definitely. I think that all comes down to being great friends.
Yeah.
You know, because we're such good friends, it's so easy to enjoy ourselves on stage.
Turn each other off,
basically. Well, there is always that when it comes to the working hard process. It's like if something isn't working, I know it's not working because I'm told. But yeah, it's one of them. We really enjoy being on stage together, and it kind of lets us be ourselves.
Yeah.
Definitely, just be ourselves and relax.
We should say as well, obviously, and we will be taking on board what the judging panel said tonight, but as well as singing, staging is very important at Eurovision, but obviously because you've only just won, and you were one of 6, it's kind of too early to talk about specifics of what it's going to look like on the night, because we just don't know yet, and it's 3 months away.
Yeah, obviously we want it to be a big performance, and you know, touching back on Man's last year, watching that was amazing. His vocal was incredible, but watching it as well was just like wow. And you know, we want to do that with our song, because there are parts in it which are big, and obviously if we perform it well, it'll make the song even bigger. So we'll definitely try and pull a few tricks up our sleeves to see what we can work with the performance.
Okay. Have you been to Sweden or Stockholm before?
I've never been to Sweden, but I'm massively looking forward to it.
It is great, because obviously we were in Malmö a few years ago, and for me, from my personal opinion, that was my favourite Eurovision that I've been part of yet.
Yeah.
It's great, Sweden. Nice people, reassuringly expensive as well. Now, obviously, we need to talk about the grand final. It's going to take place in a stadium. I don't know whether anyone's told you this. And it's a big arena. It's like 15,000 fans. And just to pile that on a little bit more, this is like it's definitely the most watched music event in the world. And I think this is right in saying it's apart from sport, is pretty much the biggest audience you can get on television. There's like 200 million people.
Not at all, no.
You just kind of maybe need to block that out on the night.
Of course, we're just focused on doing what we do.
Yeah,
What we do best.
we'll work hard, because at the end of the day we owe it to the public now. They voted us through to something that we really wanted to do, so we owe it to the public. We want to compete, so we'll try and forget how big the crowd is and how many people are watching, and just focus on trying to win that trophy.
Were you nervous tonight?
Very much
Yes.
so. We were both doing a lot of, we're both serial pacers before any
Right.
performance. That just happens all the time. Always has done.
I think I'd worry if I wasn't nervous before
Yeah.
a performance. I think nerves are a good thing, because you know, as
Good
long as you learn
nerves,
to use them in
Yeah.
the right way,
Yeah.
of course, you don't want to panic. So I think when I'm nervous, I know that I really want it, and I'm passionate about what I'm doing.
What I like is you've got proper enthusiasm for this. Are you in it to win it?
Of course, that's what we said from the start. I mean, that we just, obviously the UK hasn't had anyone winning for years, so,
Yeah.
so for us to get that, and we just really want it. We want the UK to have an artist that will be. It's been too long, basically. I'm mumbling on, but it's been too long. So would it be an absolute privilege for us to represent the UK, and if we win it, it'd be incredible.
Now, do you know when the track is going to be released?
haven't got a clue, to be honest. No.
It's really early days.
We're very early days.
But it
We're
will.
focusing on this. First and foremost, we're focusing on this and making sure that tonight went well. And
Yeah.
now it has, we can look forward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll look into those details after.
It's not going to stop now for the next 3 months, because obviously you've got the track will be out there, you've got to make a video, and then you'll be, going, it's non-stop. You'll be going around all the other countries persuading them that we've got a good thing here and to vote for the UK. So tomorrow morning, I can tell you, you don't know your itinerary yet, no?
No.
We know,
Well, I don't know if you do.
we know of one interview.
Okay, so Graham Norton
That's the
tomorrow,
one.
Radio 2, and then I believe a bit of Radio 1. And obviously your lives are now 100% dedicated to the Eurovision Song Contest from here till May.
They are indeed.
Yeah, and I couldn't be happier about that. Because music is our passion, and representing the UK while we're doing music is just, it's amazing. It's amazing for the lads like us.
It's such a great feeling. I need to stop babbling.
It's fine, there'll be a lot of this. So what are your plans for tonight? Are you going to... It's probably quite hard to come down off of that high, isn't it?
I was going to say, I'm
Are you
going to
have
find
a drink,
sleeping.
or-
I'm going to find sleeping the struggle for
Yeah.
quite a
I
while.
think I'm going to have to phone my parents first and check through all my messages, and then
Yeah.
that'll probably take me till the morning. So, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Put my phone on charge.
Who will be the first person that you will call directly after this press conference?
It's going to be my dad. Like, all my family are together watching it. Joe
Same,
can say
yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
They're all together watching it, and I can just imagine what they're like now. So
Yeah.
I need to get on the phone and hear it for myself.
So no one's had any contact with you yet? Any of
Yeah.
your friends or family?
Nothing at all.
No.
But I'm looking forward to speaking to them. Obviously, my parents and my family, just to see, what it was like, because they were watching it from back home. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they think. My mum will probably criticise it.
You should do that a lot.
all the time.
Okay, so I think we can do a few questions. Oh, very eager. If you could say, if you let us know your name and obviously which outlet or publication you're from at the start, would be great.
You had a massive female following when you were on The Voice. So what sort of messages have you had from women and girls since The Voice, and do you think that could help you win in Stockholm?
We've had quite a lot of stuff from everybody, really. We just see it all as support, and it's all fantastic that people have got behind us, and
Yeah,
we're
of
sitting
course.
here now. So we just take it all in a stride and just think, thank you.
Thanks, Scott. Mike from ESCKAZ.com, premier Russian and English language website for Eurovision. Boys, I had quite a few texts from Russian fans while the show was on to say, please vote for Joe and Jake. Does that pile the pressure on you even more? And as you're very young, do you feel you're going to be able to cope with it, as it's going to get worse between now and May?
Yeah, of course it piles pressure on you, but in a good way, because that's support at the end of the day. But I think an advantage for me and Jake is in the last year we have had experience of being under a lot of pressure. With The Voice, we were under a lot of pressure then, and tonight was at pressure again. But I think because we've had experience, we've had big crowds and live, we've been live on television. So I think it's all a learning curve, and we're just going to improve every time and just keep working on it to make sure that come Stockholm it'll all be perfect.
Great, thanks.
Okay.
Hi guys, Sarah Jordan, RadioTimes.com. Congrats on the win for
Thank you so much.
tonight. Obviously we know that the Eurovision voting is changing a little bit. They're opening up massively to a public phone vote a lot more. And you've just won a public phone vote tonight. So you got a bit of confidence, I'm sure, from that. What is your pitch to the European public to vote for you? Why should they vote for you?
Oh, I love how you look at me. I just think, we're two hard-working young lads who've got a massive passion for music, and we're so proud to be a part of the UK. And for us to get the chance, and we're having the chance to represent our country, is incredible. So if people could get behind us and vote for us and support us, it would just be an incredible feeling for us. We'd be so proud.
I'm going to stand up against this lots of people. Right at the back. Yes. I can just about hear you.
You and Spence, ESC Insight. Two-part question. Why did you decide Joe and Jake and not Jake and Joe? And do you have in your contract to always stand Joe and Jake?
Yeah, it's worth thinking about.
It was it was one of those really where we left it to everyone else in a way, just to see what fit the most. Like, we were debating between should it be Jake and Joe or Joe and Jake, and then whenever anyone got in touch with it, it was like, oh, it was really nice to speak to Joe and Jake, and I was like, okay. So everyone just kept saying it, so we went with it.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Consumer Good Association. Have you thought about your outfits for the show? Are you going to rip any clothes off?
Anything's possible.
I'm not going to rule anything out.
To be honest, we haven't thought about that yet. I mean, our main focus was to get to this situation, but obviously we're going to have to start thinking about that and think about the performance and hopefully, you know, make it one to remember.
Yes.
Everybody more TV Times. Do Rita and Will know that you're done Eurovision and now going to represent, and are you going to be calling them and getting advice?
Seen.
No, to be honest with you, I'm not too sure. We've tweeted and stuff, we've been saying, you know, promoting ourselves and saying that we're on Eurovision, but you know, Rita and Will are very busy people, so whether they might have seen it, they might not have, but you know, I'm sure when they find out they will be supportive, because during The Voice they were great, and you know, I wouldn't have changed that experience for the world because they were that good with myself and Jake.
They were fantastic.
So if they got in touch, it'd be amazing.
Kevin from MyTV News. Joe and Jake, well done, what a great performance.
Thank you so much.
Really brilliant. You know, you're going to be flying the flag for the United Kingdom, how does that feel?
It couldn't feel any better. It really couldn't. As I said earlier, to be the public's choice is, you know, that makes us more proud than anything, because to get to the stages, which is what we've been focusing on and thinking about for quite a while now, since we decided that this was the way to go. You know, the fact that the public have really got behind us, it makes us feel so good. So we're really looking forward to going to Stockholm and flying the flag for the UK.
And what do you have to say to those people in Wales and in the central region tonight who have voted for you?
Oh, massive thank you.
Big
just thank you all to them so much, because you know, they've obviously got belief in us and we've got belief in ourselves. So for people to vote for us and spend money on us to vote, it's just like, it's such a nice feeling, so we can't thank everyone enough.
Yes, thank you so much for everyone that picked up the phone, because you've made us two very happy lads. So thank you so much.
Hi, it's Gordon from Eurovision.tv. How did you come to the attention of the songwriters, and were there any other songs you considered putting forward to the Eurovision?
Yeah, I mean, we looked at a number of songs really and tried to work on a number of things to see what would be the best fit for us and also what we preferred for our musical style. And we started working on the track You're Not Alone, and straight away we just fell in love with it. We fell in love with everything about it, how up-tempo it was, and it was just us. It was us all over. You know, it was up-tempo, it was dancey, it was poppy. So we really enjoyed singing it to start with, and then we started thinking about how up-tempo it could be live and how much energy could go into it live, and I think that is what set us apart.
That's what sold us, yeah.
Right at the back, yeah, hi.
Hi, it's Peter from the Daily Star. Bearing in mind you're now representing us at Eurovision, do you think we should stay in or leave the EU?
Come on! Just to remind you, it's called the Eurovision Song Contest, and that's what we're here to talk about. Next question.
Hi, Benny Royston from the Metro. I know you said that you really like last year's winner. Part of winning Eurovision these days isn't just the song, but it's the whole stage, as I think you said earlier. Have you looked at some of the most successful stagings in Eurovision in the last few years, and are you going to look at that while you're planning the staging of the UK entry this year?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, we spoke about Mans, which was an amazing experience before. We're big fans of Loreen, because that was just amazing. You can't say that she was faultless, the performance, the way she moves, and obviously to compete for the Eurovision title, we're going to have to do something big on stage. And you can stand there and sing the best song in the world, Static, but that's not going to get you. That's not going to make you win it. So we're just going to work hard on every aspect, because we've been given this opportunity. So we're just going to have to make the best of it and make everyone in the UK proud.
But yeah, and obviously you'll have the best team in the business ready to help you with that. So you've got 3 months. It's all good. Okay. Any other questions before we wrap up? Sorry, yes.
Hi, Joe and Jake. Good evening. Hi, Scott. Thank you very much for hosting. Well done.
Thank you.
And my name's Ian. I'm from Mearns FM in Scotland. We're very excited about seeing you next year, or this year, I should say. What's the best thing you like about Eurovision?
I think the best thing about Eurovision is obviously the music and the amount of people that get to see it. It brings everyone together. You know, everyone's just so keen and everyone's so involved in it, and it's just a great vibe. You know, you watch it in the crowd. Everyone, the amount of flags flying, it's such a different group of people, but they're all as one. So it's amazing.
Definitely, I'd have to go with the atmosphere. You know, the atmosphere from what I've always watched it's absolutely incredible. It's a huge stage, a huge performance. It's a massive crowd, and they all look so energetic, and so we're really looking forward to performing in front of all of those. It's going to be something huge.
Yeah, until you've done one Eurovision, it's really hard to explain, but you'll find out. in a good way. Yes.
And there's a lot of parties in Sweden, or in Eurovision, so before it happens, will you stay away from those to concentrate on the rehearsals, or do you think you'll let yourself have a few drinks beforehand?
I think the main thing is to focus on this. Like I said, we both said, we've been given this opportunity. We don't want to mess this up. We really want to do well. So, you know, we'll party once it's done, once we've put everything into it. But for now, our number one priority is working hard for Eurovision. Definitely.
Yes.
Chris Halton from ESCKAZ.com. Let's say 10 years down the line, you're Eurovision winners, it's all gone really well. What would be your lasting moment of this night, of that moment when Mel sort of told you that you were going to Eurovision?
There were so many emotions going through my head.
I was going to say, there was a number of emotions that went through both of us. Like I said, I mean, I keep going back to it, but that's the thing that I'm sure makes both of us feel the best, is that the public has got behind us, and that really makes us feel incredible. Just standing in the lineup, we were incredibly nervous because there was no clear-cut winner for us. There was no, you know, someone was weaker, someone was this, someone didn't give 100%, because I believe everybody did. So that there was no definite way that it was going to go. So when the names were called out, it was
pure relief, but excitement.
Pure relief.
Yeah.
We couldn't wait straight away for what's coming.
Awesome. Okay. Yes.
David Mann from Radio International. Guys, one thing about the Eurovision Song Contest that I often say to younger artists is that once you've appeared on the Eurovision stage, you're part of what I call the Eurovision family for life. Now, the very first winner of the Eurovision Song Contest, Lise Assia in 1956, is happily still alive, and if she's well enough, she will no doubt be at this year's contest. So, what I'm saying, are you looking forward to the next 60 years of being a Eurovision family?
I think that'll be on Eurovision's 120th celebration.
Are you hosting that one,
Yeah,
Scott?
Okay. I'll be there.
And congratulations, guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, I think Chris, we have time for.
Yeah, we've got a couple more.
Yeah. Okay. Kevin.
Kevin Hughes, Various. Congratulations, boys. Two questions, really. One, have you had any celebrity mates who've reached out to you this week, or family connections representing Wales, Stockholm, those two parts of the UK have given the world and the UK and the music scene some big stars. Have any of them reached out to you?
Well, you had Robbie Williams.
I was going to say, I mean, I know Robbie Williams' dad through gigs in the area. I also live in the same area that, you know, Robbie pretty much made famous. So, yeah, I mean, he's a really nice guy, and he's quite fond of me, which is lovely. And we got followed the other day by Louisa Johnson, who won the X Factor, who, you know, was quite
great performer, great singer. So
very much so.
Yeah, it's been nice because the amount of people getting behind us, and it's just been crazy for us because we're both young lads, and you know we're from small areas. So for us to get this support and to be picked to represent the UK, we're just so proud, and we're thankful for all the comments we've had on social media and all the comments we've had tonight. So it's just been incredible again.
And you represent like the YouTube generation, really. So what would you love to achieve maybe with the video for this song?
I think with this video we want to make it big. We want to make it, like we said, the song's an anthem. So the video's got to look, it can't look like an anthem, but it's got it's got to fit with the track. So
represent.
Definitely, yeah.
So it's not just going to be you like.
It's not going to be us standing in a room.
We're not going to be sitting on the sofa.
Yeah. Okay, and I think if we've got one more, any more questions, or are we done? Are you happy with the answers? Everyone's
Yes.
happy? Yes.
Is the moustache really here to stay?
The moustache.
I think she's a fan of it.
To be honest with you, it doesn't go any longer, so if it goes, it goes. I've been doing this for 21 years of my life, and it's still not going.
I wasn't expecting that question, but what a good one to end on. Eurovision, you decide winners. Joe and Jake, everybody.
Thank you anyway.